Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. Let me just check my settings because I need to change something. Now this should be better. Good. Okay guys, welcome back to another stream of mine. Today I'm going to do the return flight from Bratislava to Luxembourg. It will be probably an uneventful flight and yeah, that's all I can say. Good. This will be our flight plan for today. Of course, I need to... Yeah, I have uploaded my flight plan already. Good. Yeah, then I would say let's start up the plane. Standby power is on. We will start via APU again. We need 6.8 tons of fuel. Alternate is Düsseldorf. And we will shortly find out how much we have. We have 4.4. Okay, then we need to refuel. Here, payload. Let's get 7 tons of fuel on board. And payload we have... We have 143 packs on board, including 3.9 tons of cargo. Payload is 15.2 tons. It just remain like this. I don't want to switch the packs here. Takes too much time. Let's get a fuel truck. APU generator can be turned on. Then we can turn on. Let's start with the IRS. Yeah. Can we set to nav mode? Okay, we need to wait until our FMC is ready. Now, we're here in Luxembourg, Bratislava, Lima, Zulu, India, Bravo. We fly from Bratislava to Luxembourg, Echo Lima, Lima X-Ray. Flight number is Luxair, Lima Golf Lima, 9R111. Let me get the current weather information. Meta, Lima Zulu India Bravo. Winds are 300 degrees, 18 knots. QNH is 1018. Yo. Good. We can turn on steady lights. Cruising flight level will be 360. Okay. APU bleed can be turned on, PEX can be turned on. Trim air can be turned on. Window heat is needed. Probe heat is needed. Emergency exit lights can be armed. Yo, damper on. Yo. Let's do the fire test. And the light test. Alright. Our cruising level will be 360. Good. Let's enter our flight plan. First waypoint will be Tovka. Tango, Oscar, Victor, Kilo, Alpha. Then Air Kiel. Oscar, Romeo, Kilo, India, Romeo. Then Barbeck. After Barbeck, direct to Provence. And via Tango 893 to Exos. Activate, execute, go. Let's depart from runway 04 today. Tovka departure, Tovka 1, Echo departure, execute. In Luxembourg, I expect runway, I think 06 would be better, but we will see. ILS Yankee 06, Exos, Kilo arrival, execute. Good. That's it. Needed fuel is in. We need 6.8. Yeah, we have 7. Okay, good. And let's enter our weight values. Gross weight will be 65.3 tons. We're a bit heavier than expected. Reserve fuel, alternate is Düsseldorf. Reserve fuel, we need 0.3 tons of reserve fuel. Cost index is 100. Cruising level 360. I need some brief. $65.3. Let's take off rates. Okay, these are our values. I would like to turn on anti-ice, but if our program says it's not needed, then we don't need it. Leads remain on, flaps 5, derated takeoff, flex, and the assumed temperature 58 degrees. V1 152, we rotate 155, and V2 161. Good. Let's take that. assume temperature 58. Takeoff flaps 5. We need to trim 5.5 units again. V1 will be 152. Rotate will be 155. And V2 will be 161. Yo. Great. In case of an emergency, I would return to Bratislava. Let me just increase the volume a bit. Oh, this should be better. The 2 speed is 161 as far as I know. Yes. Okay, we put 161 in. One-way heading is 040. Good. This was a fast startup. Let's close the doors. Score can be set to 2000. And it looks like we have some traffic here as well. It goes from white. Wow. It goes from white to red. Cool. Let's monitor Unicom 122.8.
Yeah, traffic. Let's get 20 heavy. Stand Bravo 52. Pushback. Facing south.
Ah, here's a small private jet. That's all. Lights can be turned on. The collision lights can be turned on. Because I am almost ready. We get the checklist. Oxygen should work. Yeah. The most important things to work. Before start checklist. So wait 1 second. Enough can be engaged. Okay, before start checklist, auto throttle is armed. Checked. Left and right center fuel pumps are not needed. Left and forward fuel pumps need to be turned on. Yo. Let's turn the hydraulic pumps on as well. Okay. Fuel pumps are on, hydraulic pumps are on, then anti-collision lights is on, parking brake is set, ground equipment is removed and engine area should be clear. Yeah, before the check is complete. I'm ready for pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Can taxi via... Good question. Via the apron.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Good.
Clear traffic airport manner 2 Tango starting to push Bravo Fabric.
doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Runway 29 up.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Let's release the brakes.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Packs can be turned off. Let's start engine number 1.
Air traffic, Austrian 1471, stand Bravo 48, start at pushback. Traffic, Austrian 55 to the east and Fox 36, start at pushback.
Yeah, they all flying. Ah, Vienna. This makes sense. Engine number 1 seems to run. Let's start engine number 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the brakes. Oops, I need to brake myself. Good.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine number 2 is running as well, can be set to continuous. Turn the generators on. APU can be turned off. Packs can be turned back on. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed off. Engine anti-ice remains off. Okay. Auto brake can be set to RTO. Flaps 5 can be set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
I will even have a camera here. Thanks. Get the clear signal. Pushback driver is clear. Alright. Before taxi, check this. Generators 1 and 2 are on. Then probe heat is on. Checked. Then wing anti-ice and engine anti-ice is not required. It's off. Packs. Packs are on auto. Isolation valve is on auto as well. APU bleeds off. APU is off. Engine start switches are set to continuous. Then flaps 5 is set green light. Elevator trim, oh, very good. That the checklist reminds us of that. Take off trim 5.5 units. Yo, it's set. Flight controls. Now we need to check the flight controls. Full up, full down, full left, full right, rudder full left, again. Rudder full left and rudder full right. Yo, flight control check complete. Flight controls are free and correct. Recall. Oh, it's good. Okay. Lower display unit can be turned off. Yo, and taxi and run and turn off lights can be turned on. Before taxi check is complete. Good. Then let's turn on scope mode Charlie already and release the parking brake. Let's taxi. It was a great visit yesterday in Bratislava, but somehow I didn't have the desire or the power to the return flight. So I'm doing it today.
Traffic, Austrian 553, 900, takeoff runway 29 RB.
Oh, there's another plane. Is it speed? Nee. Forget. I thought it was a different airline. Okay, before takeoff checklist. Parking brake, no, not needed. Fuel flow. The fuel pumps are on. De-icing is not needed. Cabin lights are working. Flight instruments are checked. Oh, everything seems to work. Engine instruments are running. Takeoff data. V1 152, we rotate 155 and V2 161. Nav equipment, yeah, checked. Landing lights can be turned on. Strobe lights on, wing lights on. Now do I still get... follow me. Follow me doesn't work. Okay.
Traffic, Austrian 1471, via Alpha 3 lineup, takeoff runway 29.
Hey guys, we have to live with this indication today. I hope it's okay for you. This happens when you experiment with your flight simulator. It is a follow me add-on. So landing lights are on. Okay. Strobe lights are on. Taxi lights can be turned off. Transponder is set to mode Charlie. Yeah. here, TARA.
Traffic traffic was indicated to taxi to
And
runway 31 by Bravo, Delta Foxtrot.
turn on the traffic indication and weather indication. Okay, before takeoff checklist complete, I'm ready. Bratislava traffic, Luxair 9R111, we are departing from runway 04. Trees are not the greatest, but you know, my simulator is running smoothly and this is what counts. So let's do some left turn view. This was a bit too sharp. Nee, too long. And the runway seems to be full of ice. So let's brake. I'm ready, take off. Clock can be turned on. Let's go. Engines are running stable. Setting thrust. Takeoff thrust is set. And 1 toga. Knots, first hold.
Rotate. Positive right.
Positive climb, yep.
Gear up. 400.
Leaving Bratislava. The door can be set off. Flips 1, checked, flips 1. Autopilot can be turned on and flips up. Speed checked, flips up. When I turn off lights, can be turned off.
Bene, traffic enforcement to intact for light and electrical fatigue.
Nice. This looks great, right? They don't even have autos installed anymore. After takeoff checklist, positive rate of climb. Our gear is up. Auto brake can be set off. Oops, not on, to off. So engine start switches can be set to off. Checked. Gear lure is off. When I turn off lights are off. And cabin lights as required. After takeoff checklist complete. extended altimeter already. Good. You are stopped. Ah. But how can the other plugin then work? Stop completely. Landing lights can be turned off. Ring lights off. Seatbelts auto. Climb out checklist, altimeter set to standards. Passing 10,000 feet, landing lights first set off. Seatbelts are off. They are on auto, things set off. And center fuel pumps are not required. Good. Climb out checklist complete. We have no center on high. So let's check our route again. It will be a short flight. So from exhaust, Lux, Delta India Kilo, okay. I would say let's turn on anti-ice just in case. Good. Great. Oh, the weather is not that nice. And the ice can be turned off again. Sometimes I think I need to reinstall my entire X-Plane, but I will do that when I have time again, probably next year. Or at the end of the year, I will do a complete reinstall of X-Plane. Currently it's just important that it works. Let me get some minimum already for this work. Zwischen 1358 is minimum. Yeah, 1358. Good. Check the current weather, meter, X-ray. Winds are 170 degrees 7 knots, overcast 006, wind edges 102. Good. Check the map. We are almost there. What's the music? It's be okay.
1,000 to go.
Alex. Hallo Alex, jetzt nur noch Luxair erstmal. Aber wahrscheinlich fliege ich auch nochmal mit TUI oder so, wenn ich Zeit habe. Wie sage ich das? Ich werde jetzt wahrscheinlich noch einmal wöchentlich streamen, entweder freitags oder samstags, weil ich halt jetzt Schule wieder habe. Von Montag bis freitags und manchmal auch samstags. Genau. Aber alles gut, damit bin ich fein. Ich muss ja jetzt nicht jeden Tag streamen. Alles gut, das kann ruhig wieder weniger werden. Da ist Innsbruck, da ist München. Irgendwie sind die Frames hier voll schlecht. Boah. Cool. Hoffentlich dauert noch ein bisschen. Ja. Nein, okay. Naja. Okay, we have a long runway in Hamburg. We can select auto brake 1. Almost 4,000 meters. ILS frequency ist 109.9er. Shit. Curse is 057. Gut. This will be a short flight back to the base, back to Luxembourg, and thereafter, yeah, probably next week I will do a different flight. Maybe on the 767-200 or on the 737 again, on the MAX, I'm not sure, we will see. Okay.
26 and stay behind.
Ryan 1 Alpha Echo, back to you, Radio 6, Langen. departing runway 25 at Stuttgart.
Hello, I'm back. Let's listen to the 80s. 134755. We have 80s in Luxembourg. So.
QILS approved, runway 24 clear and dry. Transition level 608 DC departure clearance available upon taxi. Wind 200 degrees 7 knots variable between 170 and 230 degrees. Visibility for weather mist clouds. Broken at 500 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -3 QNH 1023 trend. No SIG-WIN airborne monitor advisory 122.800. Confirm information Juliet. On first contact.
I still need to know the runway.
Luxembourg arrival and departure information Juliet. 1,320 expect transition to ILS approach runway 24 clear and dry. Transition level 608 DC departure clearance available upon taxi. Wind 200 knots variable between 170 and 230. Visibility 5 kilometers weather mist cloud. Broken at 500 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -3 QN 023 trend. No SIG-WIN airborne monitor advisory 122.800. Confirm information Juliet. On first contact. Luxembourg arrival and departure information Juliet. 1,320 expect on. Transition to ILS approach runway 24 clear and dry. Transition level 608 DC departure clearance available upon taxi. Wind 200 degrees 7 knots variable between 170 and 230 degrees.
Need to set the new minimum. ILS DB 124. Minimum is 1414. B-row minimum. Gut. Okay, cross-checked. Gut. Oh, we have fog, upcoming fog. It's not good. We have radar online. Brussels. And 1.4. I think he will not be able to help us out.
Road 4 after departure, climate will 270. Number 4 identifying climate level 140. Climate 140, Cross 4.
Oh, come on.
Monitor advisory 122, that's all I have to flight.
Why is my frame rate so low? I have a good PC. Let's start descent already to level 100. Descent now, execute, then checklist. Landing altitude will be 1263, let's set 1300. Seatbelts can be turned back on.
Turning right, directing Xbox, Cross 4.
Okay, let's do this. Before top of descent, 80's information is on board. Information Juliet, I think. Yes, information Juliet. Altimeter is... Yeah, QNH is 1023. Then radios check. LS frequency will be almost 0.7 is then MCP altitude was reset, we are on our descent. You can see approach speed reference, you will land with flight 30, 144 knots. Localizer frequency, yeah, the frequency was set on 0.7 and curse is 237. We need to reset the curse, of course. Okay. Send checklist. De-icing is not required. Or anti-ice, I'm not sure. We can turn it on later. Landing altitude is set 1300. Then recall. Check. Over speeds. Brakes are out. Brakes are armed. Power idle. Zero minimum is 1414. Runway 24. Auto brake is set to number 1. It's enough. Luxembourg approach, very good afternoon, Luxair 911, we are sending flight level 291 to flight level 100, information Juliet is on board.
Luxair 911 has identified squawk 1000 and cleared the escort to Kilo arrival. Thereafter, the checkpoint after transition and for now we send flight level 90.
Luxair 911 information Juliet was correct, we are squawking 1000 and can you please repeat the arrival and transition?
Luxair 911 after escort, the escort 3 Charlie transition.
Escort 3 Charlie transition, Luxair 911. Check. No arrival, just transition. Can you repeat that, please, Luxair 9111?
Luxair 9111, the vectors for descent, continue present heading.
Vectors for descent, continuing present heading, Luxair 9111.
Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie Bravo 05 heading for Juliet. We are A-8, gauge 1023 cleared, please to Copenhagen. Hello, Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie Luxembourg. Information is Juliet. Cleared, startup approved, cleared to Copenhagen Custom, runway 24, leakage 5 X-ray departure, initial climb altitude 4,000 feet, and squawk 3502. Yeah, cleared to Copenhagen, the startup is approved via the Dickish to friction 5 X-ray departure, runway 24, initial climb is 4,000, squawk 3502, Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie. Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie, be back direct, call ready for taxi. Go.
Gut.
7 Kilo Charlie, just confirm, is push, are we also clear push?
The brakes out.
Kilo Charlie, the apron is uncontrolled, the push is your discretion, and call me when ready for taxi. Roger, thank you very much, we'll call for taxi, that's 7 Kilo Charlie.
Let me turn off my shoe. So I can use the rudder. Passenger signs are on. Good. Ja, okay. Level change, 0. The airport is on our left. Not visible. There is fog. Declan. Hello, Declan. we're almost there. I expect landing in 5 to 10 minutes. And somehow this clock is shit. Only shows me 17 minutes, although I was longer in the air. Let's see. Okay.
Luxair 911, turn right heading 030, continue descent altitude 4,000 feet on QNH 1023.
Luxair 911, turning right heading 030, descending 4,000 feet, QNH is 1022. Landing lights can be turned on. Wing lights on. Yo. Turn the logo lights on as well and NTI. Okay, approach checklist. Altimeter is checked. QNH is 1023. Localizer frequency 110.7 is set, cross-checked. Then localizer curse needs to be set to 37 is set, cross-checked. Then approach mode can be armed. Deep brake. Deep brake can be armed again. Yeah. Engine start switches can be set to continuous again. And landing flaps.
Luxair 911, continue right turn heading 0, correction, heading 100, 100.
Heading 100, Luxair 911. Yeah, I would say, yeah, landing flaps, we will land with flap 30, 144 knots. Checklist complete. Pro checklist complete. Landing checklist comes next. Go round altitude 4,000 feet is set. Okay, the rest comes later.
Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie, ready for taxi. Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie, taxi by Bravo and Alpha, holding point runway 24, intersection Charlie is available. Take altitude, Bravo taxi 2, holding point from 24 by Bravo and Alpha, Luxair 7 Kilo Charlie, thank you.
And why is my descent rate so low?
Luxair 911, turn right heading 150.
Right turn heading 150, Luxair 911. Set flaps 5 already. We checked flaps 5. Just to get more drag. We'll see. Weather is not really good.
Luxair 111, turn right heading 210, descend out. Approach runway 24.
Luxair 911, right heading 210 and cleared LS runway 24.
1,000 to go.
Just confirm the 3,000 feet established.
Sending 3,000 feet till established, Luxair 911. Approach mode on. Reduce the rate of descent and reduce one knots. Autopilot on, right CMD.
Perfect, 7 kilo 2, they're really up and reaching. 7 kilo 3, roger.
1,000 to go.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff to wind 200 degrees, 8 knots. And our traffic on the 9 mile final.
Okay, speed brake is armed.
We're clear for takeoff on a 24, Luxair 7 kilo 3, thank you.
Good.
2,500.
Checked.
Approach and good afternoon.
Radio altimeter is live.
Whiskey Diamond DA40 and stand Golf 20 Charlie. We have information Juliet Eyevaart Eindhoven. Request startup.
Papa Hotel Mike Alpha Whiskey Luxembourg, goedemiddag. Startup approved, information Lima now current. Cleared to Eindhoven, runway 24, DK 5 X-ray departure. Maintain altitude of 4,000 feet, score 1,000.
Startup approved, cleared to Eindhoven. Information Lima's current, we'll check that one. And out of runway 24, pilot DK 5 X-ray departure would finish your climb 4,000 feet, score 1,000, Papa Hotel Mike Alpha Whiskey.
Papa Alpha Whiskey, reback correct, report ready for taxi.
We'll go.
Let's use flaps 10. Set flaps 10.
Luxembourg approach, beeline 007 at gate Alpha 10, requesting high-far clearance to Ostend.
Beeline 007, Luxembourg approach, hello. Startup approved, information Lima current. Cleared to Ostend,
Flaps 15.
runway 24. DK 5 X-ray
Get down.
Initial climb altitude, 1,000 feet, and score
No flights and
1,000.
taxi lights can be turned on. Yeah.
Cleared to Ostend via the DK 5 X-ray departure. Information Lima is aboard
Let's reduce to 144 knots.
in squawk 1,000 for beeline 007.
Beeline 007, reback correct. Report and ready for taxi.
Set flaps 25.
Luxembourg
check flaps 25.
24, clear to land, wind 200 degrees, 8 knots.
Runway 24 clear to land, Luxair 911. Flap 30. Speed check, flap 30. Turn off lights are on. Landing checklist, go round altitude 4,000 feet at 3,000 feet set. Now turn off lights are on. Landing gear is down, 3 green. Okay, yeah, checklist complete. Auto thrust can be turned off.
That's a stabilized.
Runways inside. Autopilot off. I have control. Let's land the 737 in Luxembourg. What a shit weather. Shitty weather.
500. Approaching minimum 400. 300. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So. He breaks up. Reverse normal.
knots.
Knots check. When you're braking, you need to vacate on the right. And it's yeah, really
7 Kilo Charlie, proceed to Genham and climb flight level 230.
like it's icing, it's cold, it's everything.
Charlie.
Braking action is not that good. Whoa. This brake's not working.
Like the 7 Kilo Charlie, new score for you, 3503. 3503, like that, 7 Kilo Charlie.
Luxair 911, we vacated runway 24.
Luxair 911, welcome, taxi via Bravo to the Papa apron.
Via Bravo to Papa apron, Luxair 911. Flaps up. Speed brakes can be retracted. Transponder mode can be set. Yeah, let's. Scope mode Charlie can remain on. Flight directors
Control.
off.
Small one, bye bye. Control 131, decimal 1, bye bye. Let's
Then landing lights off. APU starts. Oops. Logo lights off. Strobe lights off, ring lights off. Let's continue taxi.
Luxembourg Tower, Morgan, Global Jet, Ocean 1, 2. Global Jet, Austrian 2, Luxembourg, hello. Global Jet, Global Trend 2 with information Lima, request Alpha clearance to Samadan. Global Jet Trend 2, roger, clear to destination Samadan, runway 24. Covering down to Quebec departure.
Ah, nice.
Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet.
It's
3505.
difficult airport to approach
So clear
in
to
the
Samadan
Alps.
with the departure gross taken to Quebec. Initially 4,000 feet and squawk 3505 Global Trend 2. Global Jet Australia 2, reback correct, startup approved, for taxi, contact Luxair Tower 118.105.
There's a Luxair hangar.
Separated startup is approved and before taxiing with the tower on 118.105, Global Trend 2.
So after the flight, I can remove my equipment, my flight sim equipment from my desk and build it up when I have time again. Normally, when I have like not a lot of workload, then I just let my equipment on my desk, but now with me joining flight school and probably having not that much time off then, and having to do a lot at home, I think it's better to just remove the equipment from the desk and just mount it on again when I have the time to do it. Oh, we have quite some traffic here. Wow. Wait. Ja, Papa. Let's just taxi this way and see how we can. Oh, yo. 1 second.
Luxair route, good day again, Global Train 2, 1 on gross tanker to Quebec departure.
Global Jet 2, hello again, identified, continue climb flight level 130.
Continue climbing flight level 130, Global Train 2.
Global Jet 2, correction, Global Austria 2, proceed direct to Grotanken.
Direct to Grotanken, Global Train 2.
So guys, I'm back. I just got a call. Let's focus on the parking checklist. Parking brake is set. Engine fuel controllers are off. Ground contact established. One operations. Yeah, passenger signs can be turned off. Jetway connected. APU bleeds can be turned on. Anti-collision light is off. Fuel pumps are off. Left aft fuel pump needs to remain on.
Global Austria 2, nothing further. Monitor advisory 1
Anti-ice
have a good flight, see you.
is off.
We have advisory on 1 to decimal 8, Global Train 2.
Elect hydraulic pumps
Have a great afternoon.
off.
Yes, sir.
Isolation valve can be opened. Then flight directors are off. Electrical power is established. Exterior lights as required. Yeah. And doors can be opened. So parking check is complete. Let's open the door. Oh, that tray went in a bit too far. Anyway. Yeah, guys, we made it back to Luxembourg. That's it. Okay. Yeah, guys, I would say that's it from my side. We will see us probably next week again. Until then, I wish you a really nice upcoming week. Keep it up, stay safe, and goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching and take care.